कुछ तो accepted था ना?
Okay, let's get started on the Perl-based automation regression which we have for the portal team. So, agenda for this meeting is we'll have some quick introduction. We'll see the history of this particular framework. Then we'll see the what is construct, what is kind of a high-level architecture of this Perl framework. Then we'll have one example and we'll walk through the Perl code and what is the flow of this automation. So we'll have a small demo. We'll see the various challenges which we face in this framework. This framework is quite old, and I did one POC of this framework so that it will work on the latest DLLs libraries and latest browser. So we'll see that along with the challenges, and we'll see the current status of this automation and what exactly we need to achieve in future. So let's get started with the history. So this particular Perl framework is developed way back in 2005-6 by Portal team itself. So and they started working, added a lot of functions, methods for its use. And when
Is it a UI-based automation or it just unit testing framework?
no, when we, I mean, as a tester, we need to write a Perl-based script. Also, we need to update the XMLs and all those things, and we need to execute from command prompt, and then it will launch our portal URL. So yeah, yes. So that we can say. So they developed this. So they developed this framework in 2005-6. But when I joined, I mean almost 4.5-5 years back, that time state of this automation was nobody was using it for last 2-3 years. So I think this particular framework was used from 2005 to 2009-10 around that, and after that priorities change and people got shuffled, and then this product get mature, and that's why they kind of stopped using it. So when I joined it, nobody was using it for 2 years. I know Surya, Babu, they never used, or even I mean previous Rani and all those team members were there, they never used that. So there was very little when I joined Portal team on automation front. As time passes by, I took help from the older guys like Hari Kanse, and few documentation here or there, walk through this particular code, and then got information on this framework. So we'll see what exactly the construct of this particular framework. So whatever I understand, whatever I've gone through from this program, from that I can take out this diagram. I haven't got this diagram, I created this as per my understanding of this particular framework. So at top level we have Perl scripts. So whenever we need to run automation, we need to execute those Perl script, and this Perl script read test cases from XML. Where is okay? So on high level we have test scripts. Those test scripts read the XMLs wherein the test cases are there. So if I want to write a new test case, I need to write that test case in XML, and even I need to update or append a Perl script so that it can read that particular test case.
Okay. Basically, you are defining your test case in XML format.
Yes.
This is the input field. This is what should be the value. This is the
right.
That, and then you will give that to your test suite to run it.
Right.
One script to run.
Right. So that is there. Various tools are there for sending email. XML parser is there, so which are used in that. So, but the core or heart of this particular framework is IE automation framework. So they use this IE automation. Whatever objects are there on IE browser, what are HTML table, frames, then input box, combo box, all actions on that browser can be managed using this framework. Suppose I want to input some text, I want to take out or read some HTML table, then it can be done using this IE automation framework. Then we also have auto it DLL, all Windows related aspects can be managed here, even file related, I mean reading directory, reading file, those things can be managed using this. And on top of that we have a common portal functions like login, logout, stop RSM, shutdown, those things. So these functions are core part of this particular framework which is used by this Perl script. So this is how it looks. So we'll see what exactly constituted in this. So like I said, core part of this framework is IE automation. So IE automation, I mean these and methods which are related to IE object are there. Radio button related, select list related, text box related, all methods are there in IE automation framework. Then we have AutoIt functions, which is this. This is function reference of AutoIt. So there are a lot of functions are there.
So what it does, it is for UI manipulation?
Yes, I mean it is Windows related. Like I launch portal and I want to check whether that particular login pages exist or not. So those kind of things, all Windows related functions are there. Even file and directory manipulation related functions are available in AutoIt directly. And there are lot of functions actually process related, whether process is up, down, what is state of process, those things can also be known using this. And so we use this, like for RSM is up or down, or our portal app server is up or down, those things we use, I mean these functions we use. So this is a complete listing of this, and so these all functions of AutoIt and our IE automations are available for our Perl script.
Then Perl script is invoking these functions with some inputs and all.
Yes, yes, with parameter.
These are kind of libraries for Perl.
These are the core libraries, and apart from that, they have written, I mean, their own our own functions for portal specific functions. You can say common functions like I told login, logout. Then if page is there or not. So these are stop RSM, start RSM. These are portal specific functions they have written which can be used.
These are written in Perl.
Yes.
And to manipulate like portal club, then get a OpenSC manager and start and stop like that. Right?
Yes, and inside this they have used, I mean, IE automation and this what are AutoIt DLL functions. They have used. They have used. Yes. So they are not kind of isolated. They have used those functions in this. So these are all, I mean, function whatever there which are available in this particular framework, which is used by our script. So now we'll see what are the folder structure of that particular framework. So this is folder structures. All these XMLs are result XMLs. So every time we run a suit, it will generate this XML. Then we have input files. So input, suppose about page related test cases are there. The XML is there for this, and this is a test case which is written in XML. So it will look like this. This is one test case. This is another test case, and these are the keywords which are used in XML. So another XML is there in which this particular keywords definition is there. I mean, this is kind of variable, and what are the value of that variable is there, that is put in another XML. So let me show you. So this is our test case, and button help is that variable, and another XML is there which will have the value of this. So this value is written when read when the script is run. So another XML is there which define our portal RSM username password. So this is the at only one place we need to add this, and our script will read. So I want to run this on for Oracle 12c setup. So I need to give URL for Oracle 12c setup and password, and then I can run this. So these are the XMLs which are used. So let's have a dry run of one of the test case. I will run one test case here. So I'm about to run a test case which will log in into the portal. Then it will navigate to configure tab. Then it will click about page, and it will read that about page content. This test case number 2. So this is how the test case is run. Individual test case is run. I is for the ID for test case. In the XML, the ID for that test case is 2, and it is going to execute test case number 2.
So we can execute individual test cases like this.
Yes, yes, and even complete suite. That is possible. Complete suite is run use.
How long it takes to run complete suite?
Complete suite 1 to 2 hours it will take.
Okay.
But I mean, the current state is that, I mean, lot of time it will stop some or other way. I mean, those 250 test cases are run, but after that, if I try to run, then it will stop. It will give some errors and all. So we need to correct those test cases and move ahead. That is the thing.
Okay.
So
then if you fix state, then it next time it will run.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Now, even now also it will run, but it will fail. That is the thing. The execution will not stop. It will fail. Those test case will fail. So this is how whole what complete suite will run. So inside this text, I have given all the Perl script name like about PL, blackout PL, monitor on off PL. So listing of those Perl script I have given in this text, and it will run all. So M for mail, I mean after execution mail me.
Okay.
So individual test case I will run. So it has read the content of about page. I mean, what is version and what things are there, what modules are installed, and executed that particular step, and then logged out.
What is the result of this?
Yeah, about to show. So there is a log folder in this structure where results are stored. Like just now we run the about related script, so it will show the content. It is failed, and it will show the cause of failure here. So how many test cases are run and how many pass, how many failed can be seen here. So this is kind of log. No, I mean there are, I mean what new line characters are there in our about page, which is unable to manipulate. This the content on about page, whatever our about page has, that is compared with the XML content, whatever there, and that comparison will give you result whether it's a pass or fail. In XML we have in straight line, and in XML we have a new line character. That's why it is failing. So that is the thing. And so this is kind of logging mechanism. We have failure log as well as the success log, along with the log which is pertaining to the Perl script which we are running. So we run about Perl script, that's why about log is generated.
So we can easily extend it now. Let's say I want to test now blackout functionality or element profile functionality. We can write those Perl scripts using those auto IT and other functions, right? And then we can be able to do that.
Yes, we can do that, but there are challenges which we'll discuss. I mean,
Okay.
but I mean there are challenges, but definitely we can write it. Yes, yes. So this is how I mean Perl script is run. Then I was showing you the folder structure. So here script will reside. This is Perl script is reside in script folder. This is about, and all other modules related Perl scripts are there.
So there is no segregation done, like functional test cases may the login, then blackout, or any other.
No.
Functionality wise, we are not segregated.
No, it is there. Like this is related to about account info related Perl script is this. Then add cluster related is this. BPM CLI related is this. So yes, I mean functionality wise we have
Separate script.
yes, separate scripts. Yes.
The only thing we are not separated different folders.
Separate folder is not there. The script folder is there. Inside we have put all Perl scripts.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, in logs we get the result.
To unified conferencing.
Pop-up is happening. Share the
Right. Then in then portal models we have those functions which we have written for portal. Then we also have core libraries reside in this folder, IE automation, PM, and various other libraries, auto it related things, and other Perl models. Extension of it is PM reside here. So this is high level structure of this particular automation.
So I think even in Turbo framework, it is similarly here. And I have just set it for true side.
Okay.
So I have just executed one test case now, it works. So I'm looking at their script file. So similarly, not like thoda sa difference hoga. So we need to see what is the advantage you will get if you have to move there. What are challenges you have, whether we really need to move there or not, or we
Okay.
can use this in that framework. We need to like see whether if we are getting major advantages. Otherwise, if we can continue with this directly, then also fine.
Okay, because I don't know about I mean
So I
that
want you to
particular.
go through some videos.
Mhm.
One setup मेरे पास मेरा खुद का है, so I can give it to that.
Okay.
You can also run it, or you can set it up. There is one conference page how to set it up and all. And see, and there are some videos, so we can look at what is that. Internals I have to understand basically. I'm trying
Okay.
to understand how it works internally.
Mhm.
So maybe you can go through those videos and understand what. Then we can see whether what is the benefit we'll get.
Okay, okay, fine. I'll do. So, and then just a glimpse of the Perl script which we use. So right now, I mean, just now I have run the about.pl. So I mean that I want to show you just for an example. So we have run the second script of about page. So this is Perl script. It look like this. See, way back in 2006, it is written by our portal team. So all these modules which we discuss, IE automation and then portal functions and common functions are used. This is kind of include in C. So all those functions are available in this Perl script. Then initially it will validate the options. I have given I option, I for ID of test case, H for help, and for name of test case. Even using name of test case we can execute this, and then it will check for valid options are valid or not. Then just it will open logs in read write mode, and finally it will from XML file it will use read all the portal username, password, which portal to use and all, and it will then create the IE object using IE automation, and it launch a browser and maximize it. Then finally it will log in. I mean using this credential, what is login user we have in XML, it will log in, and it will check whether successfully log in. It will attempt for 3 times login successful, otherwise it will come out. So this is general flow of script. Then it will read all the test cases from XML. I have given example or about about test cases, about related test cases. So these XML test cases from XML is read by this script. It will check for options. It will get for ID. Like I have given second ID, test case number 2. I want to execute it. It will check. In I think stack it will store all those test cases, and finally it will go on to execute in loop. So I can give multiple test cases there, so that it will go in loop and execute each one of these, and logic of execution is written inside this. So if I want to add new test cases, I need to add in this particular XML, so test case number 4, and then whatever variable I used, I need to add those here, the value for those variable, and the logic I need to add in this Perl script, and individual test case. So this is kind of overview. I mean, what exactly? Suppose I want to write new test case. So this I
Have you
need
written
to
any new test case?
new test case I tried, but lot of times I stuck. So because that is one of the challenge.
So you stuck because of the framework or lack of understanding of Perl or not having enough skills or you're not done it.
No, it's like, I mean, combination of all this, you can say. The Perl knowledge, Perl itself is, I mean, I'm not saying, I mean, it's very difficult or something, but getting basic understanding up to a certain level, it is little bit time consuming. That is there. Plus I need to understand the framework, the flow. So whatever flow I understand, I took in fact whole lot of time to understand this, and even gone through the functions of those libraries, which I haven't gone through here, but I mean those things I did. So it is, understanding is taking time, the overall, and writing new things. I mean, it is like, see, if I write this title about and all, so this understanding is not there. So I mean, what exactly it is doing, how it is comparing, and many a time it fail, and I am not getting point where it is failing. So those kind of debugging things, I mean, you can say those things, that I tried, but
I agree with you.
not much
Then I also tried
successful.
that. It just leaves out at one point, and not necessarily when you went for the next or third, it succeeds.
And one more,
Doesn't record any error.
and one more aspect is, like in Java we have Eclipse, and which is, I mean, very much helpful, like for debugging and all, and but this Padder comes with it. It's kind of well-known, I mean, IDE for Perl, which is not equivalent to Eclipse. You can say it's not that much helpful.
Maybe plugin tag.
Eclipse plugin is there for Perl, yeah, but so that is there. Those things are there. These are, you can say, challenges.
Actually, I'm trying to compare now because in Robo, these guys, QAs like Pankaj Singhal. He was completely new, but he learned on job and he is doing automation for Carver scheme. Okay. And many QA like this.
Okay.
None of them were expert there. So they were able to do it for current whatever development. So the way we are working in Carver's now is, you are working on development, you will give me ID and I will start automation while you are developing your code. So that is the model that they are following. Okay. So apparently then it must be easy, at least on the face of it. Okay.
So-
but we need to see.
True, मतलब एकच काय stance की last time same thing come up. कि what needs to be done. So option here will pick up if everyone is already written all. I think the one that it showed, apart from the 10 times are there test cases. Everything is written in almost all the functions in Portal. Super admin UIs, adding account, everything is written in the Perl.
So it was there in Perl.
Again, from the
So
scratch.
also rewrite what basically this should be used, but then if there's not, there are two things here. One is, and then you have to give me right answer. One is uses whatever it is there. Okay, we don't need to scrap this one because otherwise this one will go waste. First thing is that. Second thing is, if we can develop on top of this, we are all okay, confident that we can develop on this and we can extend it. No need to go elsewhere to a Robo framework and all. If you are all confident and fine, then great. But then third option would be, okay, keep it like this, run it, and on top of it, if you want to develop new, because since it is easy apparently, let's see, new development will do there, and then it will be a collective, like more
Yes.
So,
exist.
but using robo automation is easier than this. That is for sure, because what I heard from this, I haven't practically implemented that. They use keyword which is already defined there in Perl, not Perl. It is Python based. It is already defined in Python. So no need to code in Python anything. Already keywords which are there or whatever functions are there, they reuse it. So, but here every time you need to add test case, you need to write some or other little Perl code.
So I think there are some few videos. I think even recently Sarang also worked like set up his environment, and he's also working on automation for ITD. So and he was able to do quickly. So we can also spend a couple of days everybody like understanding, setting it up. There's a conference page for TSPS. Using that, I was able to do it, so you will be able to set it up on your own. And then let's see, and then we will go through those videos, how it works. Because there are unknowns, we have to anyway spend time understanding something new. And it is not waste, it is learning something new anyway. Even if we don't develop in that. So it will be addition to our knowledge, so what is around, right? So let's explore.
I got it. I think we can directly get started with RSM batch installer. काय बोलतो?
So
What to do, I think that's another point.
नुसतं ते केलं मग काय होणार नाही.
इथे असं होतंय आपल्यासाठी कसं करता येईल anyway we'll have to do some sample to get some
एक
confidence.
सॅम्पल फक्त कॉन्फिडन्स गेला RSM batch installer तो एक राहिला ना, तो ह्याच्यात नाहीये का?
but for any automation, automating first 10 script is difficult. Then it's just lot of copy paste will be there.
That's
So
what,
reusable.
yeah, that's what. Now even Ashfaq did some 2-3 days on his own again, and he feels little confident कि मैं कर सकता हूँ. Okay. And he hasn't worked on any automation.
Okay.
For that matter. So he is now going to contribute in Carverse, and I think it will again more or less it will be copy paste. इधर से पुराना script ये था, अभी हम ID change करें, page change करें, इसका ID. That is what
modification will be there.
Modification will be there.
Little bit.
But then apparently it would be easy. But if it is writing some new code every time, then you need to relook basically.
Yeah, and that's a part of challenge actually. So it's debugging
Challenge
is
is that they
difficult.
have per time consuming to implement new automation.
Understanding is difficult and time consuming. And for this particular automation, it only run on i6.
अभी तक नहीं हुआ है वो.
No, that is there. This slide is made old slide.
Okay.
Yeah. And then whatever I automation I shown, that is developed in 2006. After that is not revamped by the author.
Okay.
So we are continue to use the older 2006 I automation. So all the browser stuff went ahead, but this automation core functionality, heart of this framework is still old. And then even same for AutoIt library. So it is old 32-bit library is being used for this. And what are those challenges? Old is fine. If we are using old things, it's fine. But
it's fine.
It's fine. But what? See, AutoIt 2006, even this I automation 2006. But there are challenges using the older DLLs and functions. What are those challenges? I said it only work on i6. Why? In i6 itself, the core difference in our script, every time the title of page is matched, whether this particular page is available, exists or not, and then the action is taken on that particular page. In i6, the title used to have Microsoft Internet Explorer. After i7, I guess, or in i8 pakka, it is changed to Windows Explorer, Windows Internet Explorer. Every script will fail on i8. It's a small difference, but it took me a whole lot of time to identify. And then it was a small difference. So wherever these things are there, I need to replace that with this one. So I did that, but wherever it will appear, I can change. Now I know the root cause and I can change that. But initially, when I started implementing it on i8 or newer box, 2008 box, every first script used to fail.
Logging नहीं है क्या? Why it is failed? log नहीं आता क्या?
It will just show कि वो page not found or something like that. What is expected page is there. It will.
Logging implemented ही नहीं होगा.
So whatever logging is there, that is
में क्या
through
होता
our
है,
script.
पास हुआ तो ये स्टेटमेंट assert this, फेल हुआ तो assert this, ऐसा कुछ करते हैं.
त्याने मी काय केलं सरळ तिथं प्रिंट मारत म्हणजे पर्लचं काही घेणं नाही.
पण ते
echo मारत debug केलं.
ते it's and it's time consuming too.
And whenever we do it from the Eclipse debug, everything works fine. Option के slip टाका, मग slip टाकून बघितले.
The change might be small, but I mean it will take a lot of time for this process. So
that is with every defect fix with us.
so another change in i6, whenever you log into portal, for that matter, I think a security alert dialog box will appear, and all these framework, I mean functions and all IE automation framework is make sure ki we click yes or no or like that. But i8 we get this security alert, this kind of security alert. It will fail.
So we can change this, right?
Yeah, but to identify this was the problem, it took a lot of time. I mean, so these are the few things I'm telling ki where I mean this framework need to be changed. So and it's a change in core library of IE automation.
So as long as we can get around. So what is the current state? Are you able to work it on i8 now?
Yes.
Okay. So we are.
So whatever now, yeah, I passed this order, and that's why I know. I mean the reason and root cause and even the solution. Then i8 or i7 onward, we have tabs. That time previously i6 tabs is not there. So wherever tab related things come, it will fail. So these things are there. Then on i8, I mean I saw it was not maximizing, logging was not working because of all these reasons and various other reasons. So I mean these are the just few examples which I told ki because of this is failed. These are not only reasons because of which it used to fail on latest browser. So I make changes wherever required, and now it is working. In fact, whatever about script I ran, it is on i8 and 2008 box. It's a CLN
so all
box.
50 cases are running now on i8.
I need to check. I mean, but on i6, yeah, whole regression I haven't carried out. But by this weekend I will give result of that.
Okay.
So that is it. So this is important. What is current state of automation? These are the areas which are automated, and this is on Smoothie. I mean for older framework, I need to run it on 2008 box on IE8. So these are the 250 test cases which we have automated. Okay. These are the areas: element related, status tab related, tags, configure tab, performance manager related, account information related. So suppose in add element 100 plus test cases are automated, but what exactly is automated, that is, I mean not known. I mean whether those are important test cases or not, because lot of time in every test case I saw they are clicking on help, and that time help might be implemented newly, and that's why checking on every page whether help is getting launched or not or something like that. So help related lot of test cases are there that I observed. I mean, so inside these test cases, what are test cases are automated, I need to check. We have listing, but we need to check and prioritize whether really those are now useful and we should keep it, or we need to add, we need to go through those test cases.
Modify or whatever.
Yes. So these are the 250 plus test cases which are working. These are not
They
automated.
are successful on current version.
Yes.
They are running, it means at least we need to see what it does
Yes.
and document it
Yes.
so that it's not only in your head. Whenever we see, okay, we have tested what it does, we know.
Yeah. And then
Test case ID ka along with we can document.
yes, and these are the test cases which we can modify. These are not kind of working. So I'm in process of kind of modifying this. Total these 300 plus 250 which are working. So total we can have 550 test cases.
Okay, that is good.
Yes, but 250 are pass. Pass means working. So these are, I'm working on those. BPM CLI, I know, I mean it will go through those, I mean because I need to set up BPM CLI and all, so that will be Java origin and all related things were there. But these are the maximum number which we can hit using this automation, using whatever test cases we already have. No need to write a single test cases for this. But what is value of these test cases, I don't know. Means in share condition 35 test cases are automated, but 35 on first page he is checking suppose all input box whether it is present or not and all, so no value as of now. That time, suppose share credential is implemented newly, and he automated those cases.
Right.
So you're getting my point. So as of now,
First thing is understanding what value you are getting.
yes,
I think
right.
if we are getting good value, then certainly we should invest in this, and because otherwise reworking it is not going to help, right? So we need to see. Okay, now one thing is, what are the challenges? Have you tried running any of the 300 test cases?
It is stopping,
More or less same.
but I'll be doing that by, I mean, maybe this next weekend I will come up with the shoot result on 2008 i8 कि what exactly status.
एक काम करना, can you try on 2012 also? Just a try.
Okay.
Because 8 पे तेरा सक्सेस हुआ है.
Yes.
अभी वो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर चैलेंजेस तो नहीं होगा. Whatever it is,
Correct.
logical challenges होगा.
Correct. Correct.
So let's try it on 2012 also. The reason is we will have more confidence then on keeping this suit.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Then again we will back to square one. हमने इतना सारा मेहनत 2008 पे कर दिया.
12 पे नहीं चल रहा है.
चलता है. 2008 is out of support in 1 year down the line. Again back to square one.
Right.
तो तुमने मेहनत किया सब वेस्ट हो गया. ऐसा हमें से सुनना पड़ेगा.
Yes, and even those, I mean, AutoIt library and all, whether it is supported on 2012 or not, I mean, initially I need to investigate it and I'll check that.
So,
yes.
एक test case whatever with running that everything on 2012 will help us. अभी ये 300 अगर वो एक test case चला तो 300 to 250 whatever if number you have should work because it is working on i8. Most likely it will work on i10 and 11 also. There is no big difference between the two. The SAP.
Yes, मुझे
लाइब्रेरीज का डिफरेंस है लेकिन VC8 और VC6 का जो आता है नया अगर वो इंटरनली वो यूज करता है वो ही प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है.
Yes. So that is there, and one more thing I want to show is the output. For individual test case we won't get output. So I mean this is output of 250 test cases, and this is how we get mail in mail. So it's good, even error and all. So here we can identify which test cases are there and what exactly it is doing. We need to go into test case, but I mean at least heading we can get. So account related, this IIT means addition of a new element related, change password related test cases are there. So object group related is there, and that is how, I mean, around 250 test cases are automated, and it will at heading it will give how many pass, how many fail. So this is status, I mean it will give. So this test case will always fail because it has new line character and also, but this is how we get result. The ultimate output is this. And then what next to do? Like, I mean, we have Robo framework, we have Selenium, we have this. So what exactly?
Selenium here, right?
No
So
Selenium.
whatever these guys are they using Selenium now?
Robo underline uses Selenium, that I heard,
Not sure.
but that is Python based. I mean Selenium. It is, and Robo is a wrapper on Selenium, that I heard, but I mean I need to confirm that. So not sure.
Okay, so I think let's do some action items. Okay. First thing is you will confirm whether we can run this current automation on 2012, right? Next is I think everybody should understand. See what is Robo. Anyway, it's new learning for everyone, right? So let's spend few hours basically understanding it, and maybe we can have one setup where it is running. Like I have one my setup, we can utilize one, get one setup and just try running it, go through the videos, and then evaluation wise, we'll get to know what is complexity involved, right? Whether it is maintaining this current thing is easy, or can we keep both? Now new development will happen in this, and old we can keep as it is. That's another approach. But then before we have to trade off one thing again. What is automated? What value we are getting? That we need to check. What is missing there? Like you said, RSM auto upgrade, package installer or whatever, right? So that's critical. Like that is important thing missing. But then if we need to see what is value we have and what is missing, that exercise we have anyway need to do to come up with a new test set of like test cases that we need to automate, right? So here, because what we need to do is we can distribute this one, like let's say around 550 test cases there. Like let's take weekly we want to make some progress. So let us whatever, let's distribute it and see what value we are getting. And then we will document it, test case ID, what is the functionality it offers, right? So that we know, and then again we will segregate it based on section, let's say login related test cases on higher level. So I think that is already there, but then we will again try to map it newly and then see whether it helps. So segregation, what we want to achieve. Now there is something done, what we want to achieve, right? And what we want to achieve में पहले से किया वो use होता है, then most of the work is done, right? So I think what should come from you guys?
Actually,
Now you should tell me when we say I want to automate portal, what all we should automate on the priority. Okay. Otherwise, for the sake of saying every test case, every functionality in portal should be automated. But then, is it possible? No. Right. At least to begin with. Then, what is the priority from our perspective that when we say, and then keeping in mind the new functionality, new component changes we will be doing, what should be automated? We need to come up with those areas and again have this kind of meeting. कि ये automate करना है and this is the value you will get. Right?
on very high level, what I think is that addition, modification, deletion of everything in portal, like say for example blackout, monitor on off, notification, then adding account and all those things, those should be done. I mean those will not and the
CRUD
number of
operation,
CRUD operation, the number of test cases for all CRUD operations may not exceed maybe 60-70 for portal. What do you think? I mean, if those are automated, that means I mean
We have
we have good enough confidence. I mean, suppose he changed something or he changed something in portal and I run those, then I will have good confidence. Overall, very specific functionality related, that is different thing. Then how much depth we need to go inside, that is different thing.
Global properties.
Global properties, add, edit, delete of everything. So that is my opinion.
Yeah, I think I agree. At least anybody has any comment?
It's straight.
I think
Add element, account creation, 3 rows of notification setting.
yes.
And that
Whatever we
all
can
this
add.
the basic thing is. So तिथं पण त्याची 20-20 मिनिटं तरी वाचतील आरामात. काही झालं.
Yes.
No, actually,
Bharat,
why we need this is time saving is one aspect, but we'll get to know what is failing up beforehand. Even if we don't need to test it. तो changes कर रहा है and you run the test cases आगे चल रहा है तो you get more confidence and then you give it to you. For he is to find specific test, very specific thing which is not automated. So confidence will be high.
but then to go ahead, I mean, first thing we need to do is we need to choose tool. I mean, whether this or that. But this we have challenged it. I mean, we need to have hands-on on Perl, or we need to understand all those things, or whatever I explained it. We need to do these things if we want to use this. Robo, we need to explore.
So, okay. Another item which was in my mind is about asking for trainings. Is there a specific now? If let's say tomorrow we decide, just consider okay, this is good automation we have, and it is good to extend whatever we have. Then Perl is the something that we need to learn as a training thing. Maybe a couple of days training we can add. Do you think it will help? It will add value.
It should be goal-based actually. Training, couple of 2-3 trainings I attended, like example SQL Server. But after that, personally, I
That's
haven't
what
done
we are
anything actually.
So that's the reason. Now that's the reason. See, there are two aspects of training. One is learning something new as a from satisfaction perspective. Then we should aim towards of certification or something. Like. Other training is goal based. Like here we have clear-cut goal because we want to automate. We want to keep it with the current framework, and then we are not having enough skills. So if we do that, then it will help us. It directly attached to a goal. Okay, but then like for sake of training, we can add hundreds of VMware training, but are we going to use it day-to-day basis? Like SQL Server training we did, but none of us like did anything there. Or even AngularJS training we did, it add value, but then we are not hands-on on it. Okay. But it doesn't mean that we should not learn something new. Okay. But so still we'll still propose those training what individuals have opted for and shown interest into it. But now all other consider it's not only me, like all other across the team it will come, budget and all things will come into picture and see. But then we need to see if it is the other training, Selenium you mentioned, right? So we'll see whether we can get that done. But from a team perspective, is there a specific need that we have from training? Which I understand, right?